greatest commandment from the New Testament is love one another. Two simple words. It's not a suggestion, it's a commandment. Love one another. Doesn't mean love only those that are just like you. Certainly doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean love only those that you think are good people. Love only those that are moral and who are honest and who are loving in return. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that loving people unconditionally, loving people who are different, loving people who are difficult, loving people who are wrong, abusive, violent, and cruel is easy. Nobody says it's easy. It isn't. But it is the commandment. In this world, we're tempted to see things as extreme good and evil, black and white, when the truth is in the middle. We are all weaklings at times. We all have our bad days. To love someone means to enjoy them as a person that shines out at you when you meet them and date them, that charming, wonderful person we put forth. But wisdom teaches that everyone has a dark side, and love means you got to love that dark side too. It is not about who's superior to who's intelligent and who's stupid, who's spiritually aware and who is an ignorant piece of human waste. It's not about who's good and who's bad. It's not about what race is superior and what race isn't. It's not about which cultures are good and hardworking and decent, and which cultures are lazy, no good, rotten, hedonistic, bad people. And if you think it is, then I want to please beg you to go toward the middle. It's not red, it's not blue, it's purple. And wisdom teaches that it doesn't matter how wise you are. It doesn't matter how much you've read or how educated you are. It matters how you treat people. So stop fighting. Stop fighting those battles. Stop trying to make people see the truth. Stop trying to force people who you believe are destroying themselves or doing what's wrong to do what's right. The best way to reform those that you love who are hurting you is to not be around them. Lessen your access to such people. As I Ching says, when the inferior people press forward, the superior people don't fight them, they withdraw into seclusion. This is good for the superior people because it gives them some peace. It's bad for the inferior people because they don't have a good example around anymore. But, sometimes you just got to leave them to themselves and to their own misery that they cause themselves. And don't try to save them. Especially don't try to save them through love. Just be loving. Be an example of what you want them to be. It's the best you can do. Don't yell at them. Don't fight with them. Don't knock them down. But also insist on boundaries. You don't have to be honest to liars. I don't believe in the golden rule. I live by the tin rule. If you prove yourself loyal to me, I will be loyal to you unto death. If you're honest with me, I'll never tell you a lie. If you never cheat me, I'll never cheat you. I live according to the rule, treat others as they treat me. And I don't throw my pearls before swine, nor give what is holy to dogs. So please, try to be more loving, be more gentle. Advise, inspire, encourage, but don't insist, don't demand, and don't fight people. Let them go their way if you can't help them, or if they hurt you, or they frustrate you. And, it's sad, but That's life. Love one another. Don't fight. Don't fight. Never lose your dignity to anger or violence. And be an example of the best person you could be. But don't be seduced by your own experience, your own wisdom, to think that you are some kind of epitome through which the rest of the world should be judged, or that you have an exalted perspective that could save people from themselves, or that your love is so great it could save the whole world, save troubled people from themselves, save drug addicts and alcoholics. It can't. It can't until they want to choose to be a more loving and more productive or responsible person. I, I beg you to give up the fight, to put the sword and shield away, and to just be more kind, more gentle, more understanding, and more loving. Because unless you can do that, you're not a superior person. You can't just be a superior person by saying you're a superior person. You have to put that in action. The action of a superior person is loving, gentle, kind, courteous, and compassionate. Those are the sublime values that make you a spiritual person. Not fighting with people to get them to reform their lives, to better suit your concept of what a good and decent person is. You don't have the right to make that judgment. Your responsibility is to be loving, kind, courteous, and compassionate. I'd like to say, let kindness be your best virtue, and courtesy your finest art. Thanks for listening.